No sign of Christ. All right. Shalom, everybody. All right. Everybody just go ahead, start hitting those like buttons, share button. Share this out to somebody that you know. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm about to teach the class. Okay. Can you think of it? Am I good? What, am I centered?
Yeah, you're centered.
All right. We're gonna get started in a second. I'm just sharing this out real quick on my end. I'll show these classes out. Show these classes out. All right. So let's get it, man. You already know what it is, man. It's the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West Central Fishery Hall in New York. We're teaching the truth since 1969. We are under command of YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American the truth of this Bible. My name is Nakar, Officer 1000, stationed here in Philadelphia. All right. Biblical law class where we're going to be breaking down the law in totality. All right. You already know, like, share, and subscribe. All right. So we're going to get into something called being born again. Right. When you hear the phrase of being born again, up to now, we all pretty much understand being born again is something spiritual, right? I'm gonna show y'all what it means to be born again and what the Most High requires from all of us. Okay. Let me get Deuteronomy 7:6.
Yes, sir.
I'll show y'all something because all throughout these scriptures, the Most High is teaching us how to serve Him correctly. When you go and look at in these religions, when these religions break down God and the perspective that they have of God, it doesn't equate to what God really is in the Bible. And all religions took from the Bible and bastardized it, perverse the scriptures. That's why the I.S.U.P.K. was created to teach the truth. Right. The Most High don't work universal how you may think. The Most High only deals with a particular people. I'm gonna show you right here. You can read what you got.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
I'm always gonna bring this scripture out every class. You can damn near bet on it that I'm going to quote the scripture. Because God said that we are a holy people, meaning to be separate. God cut us off from every other nation. Give me Leviticus 20 and 26. I'm going to show you all these scriptures, man. It's high times to wake the hell up. It's high times to change your ways. Being in the world don't pay off at all. I look on the internet, I seen some girl say that she will suck rod in the movie theaters if you let her. She put this on social media. And you know what every other man did? Every man that's so full of lust, they bigged her head up, and congratulated that kind of behavior. We need God immediately. Let's read what you have.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
There go that word holy again, meaning to be separate. We're going to get the definition right here. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
For I'm the Lord, I'm holy. We know that the Most High is holy, man. He is separate from any other God. There's nobody that stands next to him. You understand? When it comes to power, Most High is the all powerful God. We all know this, right? And the Most High said that we are holy, meaning that we are a particular people, a special people that the Lord chose Himself, right? So the word holy means to be separate. We're going to break it down a little bit more. Go ahead.
And have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
It said, what's that word severed mean? Alexa, what does the word severed mean?
Severed is a form of the verb sever, which is usually defined as to separate, apart from the whole, as by cutting or the like. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for sever.
Alexa, stop. There you go, right there. The Most High cut us off. He separated us from every other nation. That's why when you look at how we carry ourselves a lot more dignified than the white man, than the African man. We have way more compassion and mercy because it's just in us to be that type of person, type of people. Now, that's not to say that we don't commit crimes, that we don't do things wrong, but our very nature is to be a people of peace.
Right.
That's our nature. But because of the conditions that we are under, you see what we are going through till this day, right? Right now, everyone is going to go celebrate Thanksgiving. Who told us that celebrating Thanksgiving was a good thing? The white man. The white man brainwashed us, programmed us into believing in his ideologies, into his way of life. Until now, you will see brothers buried in their lust, sister buried in their lust, their children buried in their lust. It's a whole shit show outside. But it is our job as priests in the I.S.U.P.K to make things right. And it is your job to make things right within yourself. That's why we have these classes. That's why we have this law class tonight. All right, now let's get back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, please.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
It said that we are holy people unto the Lord thy God, meaning that we are separate people unto the Lord thy God. We just established that in Leviticus, the 20th chapter and 26th verse. Keep going.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God chose you to be a special people. You know what that means? That means that the Most High wants you to be something different than anybody else. Yeah, okay, everybody smokes weed. The Most High don't want you to smoke weed. Yeah, men go and sleep with this woman and that woman and this woman. The Most High don't want you to go and do that. Sis, I know every woman goes outside dressing like a hoe. The Most High don't want you to do that. Right? We got to stop following the crowd. We got to start following the Most High.
Right.
That's what the Most High want.
Right.
When you follow the crowd, you in the world. So when everybody like to smoke weed, everybody like to pop pills, and these young guys out here misguided, misinformed, and they think that being a crash dummy is a good thing. Right? It's a destruction. They're gonna die. They're gonna go to jail because they choosing a path that doesn't make sense unto the Lord. The Most High don't bless those that commit those crimes. He don't give those blessings, man. He can give some mercy, but the Lord gonna judge you in that lifestyle. And that not just for the young people, but for all of us. There's no reason why we at that family court in the rate that we are. There's no reason why we filling up these prison systems the way that we are. Right. There's no reason why we keeping money in drug dealers' pockets the way that they are. Right. We must change for the better. We must understand our true destiny here on the face of the earth. That's what the Most High requires from us. He requires righteousness. You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading what you got, bro.
Yes, sir. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above above everybody, above the Africans, above the Asians. We think that black people and Hispanic Native Americans, we so low. At one point in time, we didn't even cherish our blackness. You know that? We ain't just start cherishing our blackness until recently. In the recent decade, we started embracing the blackness. We started embracing the nappy hair. We started embracing, our natural hair. We started embracing our facial features and our skin tones. We started embracing it because we understood subconsciously and consciously that we had to get away from that whole white structure where, this black woman got to perm her hair so that she can be seen as having good hair. Black people is taking pride in their blackness, and it's a good thing, right? For so long, though, it was taken away from us, man. It was taken away from us. The Most High want us to love ourselves. The Most High want us to understand that we are a chosen people. We just not a crayon color in the box. We just not some name that the white man gave us. We're more than that. Yeah, the whole world look at us as a laughing stock. Give me Deuteronomy 4:6.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, 4:4. Yeah, the whole world want to look at us and trying to turn their nose up at us and make jokes. You know how many times I've been seeing Africans try to act as though that black people are so uneducated. And I remember so many times I had the blessing to be there. I had the pleasure to be there and be able to check the hell out of those damn Africans, man. I was able to stop them Africans from believing that black people were nothing but fools. Hey, Salakia. Who is it? Captain Ariel? Oh, okay. I know, so them Africans, man, they was like, yeah, man, a lot of black people, man, they don't be knowing. I said, man, a lot of black people know this. This ain't nothing new. We just you don't have the conversations with us because we're not in the same circles. But if it wasn't for black people going through what we had to go through since our time being here, you would not be able to come here and be safe. You better thank those black people. I remember this East Indian brother. I'm at the damn I'm at the gas station, right? This gas station is ran down as gas station. I'm sitting there. The brother come up to me. All he wanted was a damn taste of cake. The East Indian trying to talk down on him. I looked at him. I said, nigga, you better respect him. I said, if it wasn't for black people, you wouldn't be able to come here and make money. You make money in our neighborhood. You better show him some damn respect. Because he tried to stop me from buying. I said, what did I said, son, man. I was like, what did I tell you to do? Get him the damn cake. Now, I said something along that line. I was ready to go through that little bulletproof glass and grip his ass up. Because who the hell you think you talking to? Talking to him like he less of a human because he down and out. Right. When I go over to East India, we go over there to India. Y'all got a scam. Your government is treating you like trash. Your government treats you like trash. Your rivers is not, you can't even try to clean water from them damn rivers. You know how many times you would have to filter out that damn water in India? Look up the Ganges. They said that it is biologically dead. It's biologically dead. They come over here and try to turn their nose up at you because the white man says that we are low people on the earth. Everybody else say that we are low people on the earth. Let me tell you something, man. If it wasn't for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man and woman, this world wouldn't be what it is today. You go look up all the inventions that we was a part of and look at the foundation that we gave what the world has today. You see AI? Who you think was putting those computers together?
Right.
Huh? Who you thought was the one that was putting them blueprints together?
Right.
You see your railroads, you see how your house got plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all of that. Who you think put all that together, huh? These homes and your place of business, who you think was the ones that did the work and made sure that your rent wasn't going to be as high for your business office space because it was Hispanics working on that job site. You know, if it was white people working on that job site, you know that your rent would have been harder for you at your job because the rent would be sky high because they would have to get back the losses that they lost during the new construction. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm in the field. I know what the hell I'm talking about. They look at us like we are low people. They look at black women, Hispanic and American women like they so low in the earth, but they want to be like you. Gay men act like black women and Hispanic women. They want to be like you. Fashion evolves around black and Hispanic and Native American women.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, Native American women don't really age. You would think that this sister is in her late 20s or early 20s. This sister is 40 years old.
Right.
I seen a sister today at the mall. I was like, I made a joke. I said, yeah, man, I'm old. Because my email got the year I was born. She said, boy, you ain't old. I'm old. I'm 2 years older than you. I said, shit, I wouldn't see it. Dang. She like, yeah, I get that a lot. Because look, you see the Ganges? Look at the Ganges. This is what they swimming at. It look like you're brushing his teeth in this nasty ass water. It's dead bodies in it. You understand? It's dead. They drink from the Ganges, right? East Indians is notorious for bathing in cow manure. A cow is their god. That's why you will never see an East Indian eating beef. But an East Indian is going to come over here and look down upon a black, Hispanic, Native American in front of my face. God forbid.
Right.
He's lucky that it was a bulletproof wall between us two. Not saying that I was going to give him great bodily harm, but I probably would have gripped him up. I don't know. I probably would, probably wouldn't. 9 out of 10, I wouldn't do it. I got too much damn discipline. Commander YAHANNA and drilled all types of training in my head. I wouldn't do it. But you get my point. The nerve of you bastard. We made this country what it is. We make the world what it is. It's our fashion. We have influence over so much you would not even understand. You see how the government operates itself? You see how the government operates? You see how Israel operates themselves? You see how these countries fashion themselves? They had to give themselves one God so that they can civilize the people. Right. Even though that they control the narrative of God, they had to get into monotheism. They was like, we can't keep having all these different gods. It's gonna be a crap show, man. We gotta get this thing right. So when you see us Israelites and we teaching, you better shut your damn mouth and listen. You better listen to what the hell we got to tell you because we're telling you the truth. You know how many people I done told? I said, don't mess with that sister. Don't mess with that brother. You deal with them, they're gonna give you a long life of hell. Well, ooh, we out by. Surely I am a prophet of the Lord. It happened. Damn, man, I should have listened to you, man. Man, she put me through hell. This nigga put me through hell. I had one sister. I ain't gonna say her name, but she take this off the screen, man. This gonna make me throw up. Look at this. These Indians come over to America, look down on black people. They brushing their teeth in filth. East Indians poop, piss, all that. All in that river. Look, you see that river right? You see that water right there? That's look at the San Francisco water. You know what I mean? All the water looks better than that water. Well, let me tell you something. I want to get to this scripture, right? I want to get to this scripture, man, Give me Hosea 4 and 6. Give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. Give me Hosea 4 and 6. Whenever you got it, you can read it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Our people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Let me tell you why we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because we've been misinformed. We've been lied to. Never taught the truth. We just, we go willy-nilly into different religions. We go willy-nilly into a different mindsets, right? Like you got 1 minute people think that we are African, then next minute we this, and next minute we that. When the Most High said that we Israelites, and to be an Israelite, you can't convert to being a damn Israelite. You're an Israelite by birth. You're an Israelite. You ain't taking no shahada. You ain't getting dunked in water, none of that. Nigga, you locked in. You know what I mean? You locked in. You can't try to, oh yeah, I'm not an Israelite. Nigga, yes you are. According to God, if your father is of the 12 tribes of Israel, nigga, you's an Israelite. What is you talking about? It's all throughout the Bible.
Right.
It was Israelites that was still Israelites and they was cast off.
Right.
They were just treated as a heathen. You like having sex with Africans. We do not count you as one of us. You one of us, but you ain't one of us. You know what I mean? You can come back in the 10th generation, but other than that, we ain't dealing with you. You know what I mean? You cut off from the congregation because you are a virus.
Right.
The Most High always wanted us to keep the commandments of God. But your pastor and your imam tell you that nobody can be perfect but the religion, but Jesus Christ. But that's not what Jesus Christ told us. He said, right, man, to keep the commandments of God. Right. So that we can get out all the PDF files out of Israel. We can get out all the nastiness out of Israel. Y'all see why them kids that was in Chicago that beat the hell out of that pregnant woman? You know why that happened, right? Because the kids was never shown how to have compassion for other people. I remember growing up, it wasn't a normal thing of disrespecting adults. Even if the adult was out of line, we would probably say, I'll go get my parent for you. Like it would be fair warning. Now, in most cases I was around, the adults got their ass with. I ain't gonna lie. We wasn't the best stock around. But that and those children being that young, having that animosity towards that woman and the kids shows what happens in the homes. Right? Like what's happening in these homes is a crime. Right. And when we come back to the Most High, we would know how to raise our children. Right. We will learn how to stick together as a marriage. Right? Either you have more than one wife or you have one wife. We're gonna stick together because that's what God said to do. You know what I mean, women, you hear in the world say, oh, I can't deal with a man that had more than one wife. Girl, you got duty cooch. Y'all ever heard of duty cooch? It's when a man that is a homosexual has sex with men and then come back to you and has sex with you. You got duty cooch. You men that you dealt with sleep with other women and men behind your back. This brother doing what God said that he's able to do, and he told you, hey, I can have more than one wife. What you should do is learn what God said about polygamy. You should understand what God said about marriage. Because when I look at y'all track record, y'all track record don't show that y'all know how to pick good men. That's all I'm gonna say. Now I ain't saying that you have to be with a man that had more than one wife, but if that man chooses to get another wife and you already with him, he understands this law. You can't leave him. And that's a power of sex. That is the power of understanding what sex is. Sex is not something that you just take lightly. Right. Sex comes with a lot of responsibility, even for the man. You do know. See, let me tell you something, man. Y'all sisters might not understand. Y'all a piece of work. We love y'all to death. I would never go to a white woman. I'd never leave up out of these 12 tribes of women. But let me tell you, y'all a piece of work. Y'all a piece of work. And we love you. And we care for you. But you are a piece of work. And a man has to deal with you. He has to have patience. He has to understand the bigger picture. He has to do it. And if he don't, he is a loser. He doesn't really love you. He doesn't understand what his real position is in life. A man's position in your life is supposed to be your everything. Not just a man that give you ride and give you material things and make you feel girly inside. No. That man is supposed to be there to tell you right from wrong as well. See, you supposed to leave under your father and be under a new man. And that man is supposed to be the order in your life. It's good having a man in your life and having that rulership over your life if you get the right man. If you get the right man. And in most cases, when I'm saying that rulership over you, most women would get triggered by that. But if you was a sister that had a father that was a good ruler in his house, if you was able to understand the nature of a man and what he's supposed to do, it wouldn't be triggered. You understand? God said, man, you lean on your own understanding. You know nothing. You know nothing. Man and woman. That's why we gotta be born again. Being born again means to be taught again. Read 4 and 6 real quick.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Yeah. So because you reject knowledge, you reject knowledge. You know, you like, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. You know, I'm gonna do me. You know, I don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you, yeah, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I'm gonna do what I do, man. You know, like I'm a grown man. Like I don't believe in none of that. All right, homie. A couple months later, find out he got a baby on the way with a broad that's gonna put his ass on child support. You know what the men of the Lord is gonna do? They're gonna look at that brother, and then they head and like, we tried to warn you, brother. You know what I mean? We don't know what the hell we doing out here, man. We leaning on our own understanding. We believing in lies. We believe in the fallacies of the world. The world is going to destroy you. Look at how many people up in Kensington and Allegheny. You know, a lot of them started out smoking weed, right? A lot of them had traumas as a kid and they never dealt with it. And then they went on to harder drugs. And now they strung out, getting high armed, looking like Papa the Cellar Man. This is the waves of the world, man, is horrible. I remember being in the world getting high every day. It was a ritual. Every day, get high. That was a part of my life. So I remember I used to smoke so much damn weed. When I went to the bathroom, I smelled it coming out of me. You know what I mean? That was horrible. You know, I used to smoke so much weed. The chick I was with at the time, she told me, yo, man, you gonna have to stop smoking in the room because you got I go to work, they thinking that I'm smoking weed. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, but that's what it was. You get what I'm saying? Like drugs will destroy you. Drugs will destroy your life. And that's the world. The world, man, the white man wants you to get high. He love when you get high. You like going to that dispensary, he love you going to that dispensary. Buy the weed. Remember, how was they able to fund wars? How was they able to infiltrate different countries back in the 80s and 90s? They had crack money. They ain't had to go to Congress. We got money. Don't worry about it. They still got money. Trust me, America got money. America got money. You think that fentanyl, you don't think they got a hand in all the drug trade? Shit. They can't tell you that, but they do. CIA files is already out. People died bringing out the information. Whistleblowers. You know? So when it comes down to the world, don't put your trust in the world. Don't be a part of the world. The world will have you beating on your wife like a coward because you can't deal with the fact that she's rebelling against you. You're gonna beat the hell out of that girl because she done had sex with another man. She got another man rod in her mouth. You gonna go ahead and beat the hell out of her. And you gonna feel like you justified the whole time you doing it. Yeah, man, she this and that, she this and that. No, brother. God said if a woman deal with another man, you put her ass away with the quickness. Go get another one. Or two or three, whatever you prefer, what you can handle. Don't beat on a woman. Don't beat the hell out of your kids.
Right.
This world will have you thinking that, yeah, you can go to get a switch and beat the hell out of your kids. Ain't nothing wrong with punishing your children, but you don't treat them like they a damn slave.
Right.
We got to understand that this world has scope what we see in the community today.
Right.
All the old man, you can't judge me. Somebody need to judge your funky ass. You go on the internet and you shake your funky ass butt on the internet on a regular.
Right.
You talk about sex on the I don't understand. You're a woman and you talking about sex on the internet. I never understood that. You talking about what you gonna do to a rod and what you do this and this and that. Why are you talking about sex?
Right.
That should be something sacred to you. But because of the world, sex ain't sacred. You'll go have sex for a cheeseburger. You hungry? You want some weed? You want some coke? You want some pills? You gonna have sex with that man to go get what you want. You get what I'm saying? We don't see it as something sacred.
Right.
You know, like there's women out here that feel like, man, you know, nigga want to pay for it, go ahead. You know what I mean? He want to pay for it, why not? That's not even the way how you really want to live your life, but because of the world and you know these pastors and these imams had the ball for so damn long, that's what people think is reality. But more and more people starting to wake up because the I.S.U.P.K been running rampant in the world. Like we in the world waking it up, but we not of the world. Give me John 3:3. Give me John 3:3.
Yes, sir. This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 3. Jesus answered and said unto him, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again.
Being born again means that you change your life, right? Like again, you know you sell drugs, you get high, you beat on your wife, you go and have sex with women and don't make her yours. You just you know having what they call it casual sex with women, multiple women, right? Like let me tell you how evil that is in the act. When you having casual sex with all these women, you do know that you're creating more of a problem. And this is something that I didn't understand about the red pill community. How can you talk down on whores, these women that have sex with men and all of that, and they teach you how to be a whore getter? Like these red pill content creators don't have a wife. They not in real. They're dating. They still trying to understand a relationship. These goddamn fools don't even understand what a marriage is. They're not teaching you how to get a good woman. They teaching you how to have sex with whores. and be a player. You want to be a player? Sub to my Patreon, and I'm gonna give you all the information you need to be a player and be successful, get all the money. So then you see some damn bozo head so far up his behind, thinking that he cool, calm, collective, and still having sex with hoes. What's my example? Fresh and Fit. Fresh got some prostitute pregnant. You understand? Got some prostitute pregnant. Like she's a prostitute, Asian prostitute at that. Got her pregnant. Got her pregnant. What the hell? That's who you taking advice from? From a man that get a prostitute pregnant? I'm supposed to listen to that fool? Are you kidding me? Like, are we serious? These pastors can't teach you how to maintain a damn relationship. They're going to tell you can't go get another wife. God said that you can have more than one wife. I ain't saying that every situation you got to go get another wife. I ain't saying that. Honestly, I don't think that every man deserved to even have one wife. Better yet, two. Everything that's lawful ain't expedient. But damn, what if the brother he's doing everything he's supposed to do, and the woman is just a monster? I mean, she's just a dragon. She's just a monster. That pastor should be like, brother, think that you might want to start investing into other properties if you understand what I'm trying to tell you, because she's going to eventually leave. She's going to try to destroy you. It's probably best that you invest in another property. And if she stays, she stays. She goes, she go. But we done went through we try to help this sister. We didn't try to work you know how you work with a Rubik's Cube? You doing it this way, you doing it that way. Pastor's supposed to be like, brother, I think you understand what time it is. You understand? Because that would be righteous. No, a pastor is going to tell you to deal with it. You know, you're wrong. You know what I mean? Brothers and told me that the pastor was on the woman's side the whole time. And come to find out that the pastor was getting gobbled down by the wife because he was agreeing. Oh, yeah, sister, that brother, he just don't understand. He just don't understand. You know, he's a sinner. You know, he needs Jesus. You know, why don't you come past later? You know, we can discuss this a little bit more. Now the pastor is having sex with your wife. That you thought that was a man of God. They don't understand relationships. Right. In this world don't understand relationships. Right. At one point in time, it did. At one point in time, we had a real good grasp on it, but we allow white people to infiltrate us even more. Right. In the Bible, it teaches you not to allow white people to infiltrate. Right. White people can't infiltrate the I.S.U.P.K. Right. Can't do it. They was able to do it to the Black Panther Party. You want to know why? Because the Black Panther Party allow white people within their ranks. Black Panthers was committing crimes. Black Panthers was having sex with white women in a way of trying to act like it's a way of getting back at the black man. It was really, the Black Panther Party was something that was really, the Black Panther Party had how can I say it? Their intentions were good. They just didn't have the correct leader. Right. That's why here in I.S.U.P.K, we have amazing leaders. Right. You know, you can't do whatever the hell you want to do here in I.S.U.P.K. You got to get the order to do it. I ain't just come up here and just say, hey, I'm going to teach. I can't. I got to get the order. I got to request, hey, Salaki, sir. And if I'm giving the order, yes, I'm going to teach. If I'm giving the order, no, I'm not going to teach. Because that's where we got to get back to, order. And being born again, you're going to understand order. Right. You're going to understand respect. Right. You're going to understand mercy and love. To have love is an action. Right. You got to have love for your brothers. You got to have love for your sisters. Right. You can't just sit there and be like, yeah, I love my people, but then you're going to go sell them crack. You're going to go sell them weed. Nah. I love my people, man. I ain't selling that damn weed. I don't care how bad times done got. You know what I mean? In the world, you go broke, you think about selling dope. You know how many times I used to think about selling dope in the world? I used to see people sell dope all the time. I was like, shh, I know I could make me a little quick little couple racks in a couple of days. All I gotta do is make a couple phone calls. But something in me was just like, no, don't do it. That's a coward way out. Do it the right way. And I did it the right way. You know what I mean? Let me see. God's intention is that we have more than one wife. Okay, Vince Charles. God said that you can have more than one wife. I can pull it up for you if you want. Let me know if you want that. Read John 3:3 again.
Yes, sir. This is the book of John, chapter 3 and verse 3.
Mhm.
Jesus answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God.
Yeah, you got, listen, you're gonna have to give up the world. You gotta be born again. Being born again is like you starting over from fresh. Give me Romans 12:2.
Yes, sir.
You had to start over fresh, right? It's like a baby. A baby don't come in the world and be, yeah, man, back in my days, back in whatever time zone they was in, before they was reincarnated in your house. Yeah, man, back in my days, man, we used to go out and hunt. Now y'all can just go to the supermarket, man. Y'all got it good. You ain't talking like that. That baby is talking goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. That's what the baby is saying. The baby ain't saying nothing else but goo goo gaga and dada and mama and baba. You know what I'm saying? And no, them babies love to say no. Ooh, baby. Them babies love to say no, don't they? But no. You know what I mean? But you gotta be born again. And the good part about that is a lot of us been through a lot of things in life. A lot of us been through a lot of things in life. And it's good for us to start over a new chapter.
Right.
Begin writing in a new book. And that's what the Most High wants you to do in these days and times. The Most High wants you to understand who you are according to the Bible, according to Him. He also wants you to understand what He expects from you and the benefit of serving Him and how you should do it. That's why He always had His prophets teaching on a regular basis, right? His priests teaching and prophesying and working with the nation of Israel because we need the assistance. You understand what I'm saying? But I want you to read Romans 12:2, please.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Romans, the 12 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. Being not conformed to this world, man, it just means you no longer going to allow yourself to be fooled. You're telling yourself, I'm not going to keep letting myself be fooled, man. I'm going to do the right thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to do what the Most High want me to do. He said to keep the commandments. I'm going to keep the commandments. Everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I ask people now, hey, you about to celebrate Thanksgiving? Damn. Shoot, would you celebrate if the Jewish man made would you celebrate if the Jewish man made Thanksgiving a national holiday for the slaughter of the Palestinians? Most people will say no because they see it. They you know what I mean?
Right.
Like most people are not gonna want to seem like a hypocrite. We gotta we see the truth about Christopher Columbus Day.
Right.
We see it, right? And we cancel Christopher Columbus Day. Why are we not canceling Thanksgiving?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why we don't cancel Thanksgiving because of the Christian church, we don't come together with our families more than we supposed to. What if I told you that in the Bible, that when it comes down to these high holy days, that's the holidays in the Bible, we was always supposed to come together like that, as a family, right? So I can't really see that good. So I'm gonna try to read off these high holy days. Okay, so you have the Passover, which is a feast day. You go out, all the tribes, we all come together, right? The whole congregation, we come together and we eat. Uh, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we eating for days. Feast of First Fruits, we gonna eat. I think that's a 2 day feast, right? I think it's a 2 day feast. I might be wrong. Memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. All right, another day that we eat. Our Day of Atonement, we don't eat on that day. But you know what we do sometimes? We break the fast all together. So we eat again. God know that we some niggas. All right, God knows that niggas love eating food. God knows that we love eating chicken, collard green. He understands us. So our holidays always was based around eating food. All right. The Feast of Dedication, the Feast of Tabernacles, and Purim. All of these high holy days, or what you would call a holiday, were all holidays where we came together and ate. Now, if we would have learned the truth of the Bible, learned the truth about these high holy days, do you believe that we will be stressing over some damn Thanksgiving? I think Thanksgiving will have a battle. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if we keep God's high holy days, we will be forced to understand that these holidays that the white men celebrate are pagan holidays, right, and God hates them. But right, God loves when we keep our high holy days. God loves when we keep the Passover, when we keep the Feast of Purim. He loves when we doing the right thing, as he's supposed to. You understand? He's our father. A father is going to be happy when he see his children doing the right thing. Right. But if you understood that Bible, you understand that God hates these feast days that's out here. Right. You was going to say something real quick?
I was going to say that Sabbath feast day as well.
Come on, talk to him.
Right.
We eat out. We eating all the damn time, goddamn it. Right. You understand? And family supposed to stick together. And that's another thing that you need to understand when you being born again. Your family, your first family is the family that's in the truth. Right. Your brothers, your sister, your father, your mother, your family first is in Christ. Right. You understand? Right. Like your first family is in this truth right here, man. It ain't your blood relatives and things like that, because when push comes to shove, when it comes down to serving the Lord, who's gonna be there with you? Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Christ said, who's my mother? Who's my, you know what I mean? Who's my brother? Who's my sister? I know that I'm with my people that's following me, and we all serving the Lord. Here go my people. Just the ones that I'm concerned with. Christ was cold-blooded. Now, that ain't saying that you can't have a relationship with your people that's outside the truth. Right. They might believe something. That ain't saying that. But it's like, know who you know, what you supposed to know, nigga. Right. All right. What scripture you was holding?
Yes, sir. Romans 12:2, sir.
Read it from the top again.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Romans, the 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. This world, again, is going to destroy you. You understand? Again, I seen this sister, man. She talked about giving a blowjob in a movie theater. Hold on, give me a second. When y'all grow up. Hey, I'm teaching right now. What was I saying?
Romans 12:2, sir.
Yeah, Romans 12:2. Yeah, so this sister talked about blowing a ride in the movie theaters. And I don't think she understand how bad that rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, why would you say something like that on the internet? Like, you're a woman. Why would you say something like that? And then all the dudes, they on there being thirsty as hell. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, y'all niggas is entertaining us? Like, even when I was in the world, I would never entertain it because it was just like, I'm not about to entertain that, you know? Like, to me, I used to say it ain't play it. But being in the truth, it ain't play it, nor is it cool to like entertain a woman like that. And I was wrong. I like going against the grain. I said, y'all be posting anything nowadays. And she felt as though that from out of all the comments of all the men being thirsty, she commented on mine and was like, yeah, I'm glad that you did us both a favor and unfriend me. Because I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't give a F and I do what I want. I said, I can see. You know what I mean? I can see. Like, god damn, girl, like you, there's no secret with you. I know if I take you to the movies, I know what can happen. You understand? You brothers out there, you are a sucker enough to deal with a woman like that. And then you get her pregnant, and then you wonder why your life is a living hell. Well, if you go on the social media, brother, and see what I seen, maybe you would have thought different. Or maybe you was the brother that was thirsty under them damn comments and she chose you. She chose you to be a suitor of the man that she would take in the movie theaters and she trapped you. And now your life is a living hell. You seeing that it might have been a wise thing not to engage with a woman like this. But when you're in the world, that's normal. It's normal. And I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all act like herpes is not out there. Y'all act like HIV and AIDS and gonorrhea and syphilis and all of those nasty sexual transmitted viruses and diseases is not out there. I still don't understand this about, you understand? Like when you're in the world, you are prone to a disease that would kick your ass. I'm talking about you gotta take medicine. They said gonorrhea is on like its last wave of vaccines. I think it might be out of stock now. Like, I don't know, but you get gonorrhea, you better hope that that vaccine help. They said the gonorrhea disease the mutated so damn bad, and it's starting to get immune to the vaccine. Because everybody want to have sex. I'm grown. Don't judge me. Only God can judge me. God is judging you. I hope you understand. What Jeremiah said, I pray you understand. Boy, you go pee. And it's bumpy. It burn. Ooh wee. You don't want to be in that position. I'll tell you that right now. Um, yeah. So let's finish verse 2 again, please.
Yes. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the what?
By the renewing of your mind.
Your mind, player. You gotta renew that mind of yours. That mind is filthy, full of all types of anger, trauma, everything. To be born again, you got to renew your mind. You got to let go of all the things that you went through in life. You're going to have to get the counseling. Nobody's telling you just to just forget it. What I'm saying is get the counseling. There's certain steps, counseling, fast, studying, isolating yourself, what I mean, having yourself around like-minded people. All of these things works. We always tell people, man, come to class. It's you got some brothers and sisters, man, they was fighting so many demons, they had to come to class damn near 7 days a week. And we don't mind. We here. At one point in time, I was one of them brothers. I was able to come. I was pulling up to every class. I was a young man being able to write Hebrew very good because I was coming to class on a regular. I didn't because I wanted to beat the demons that I know that I was battling all my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like coming from where I come from, you had to have an on and off switch. You had to turn that switch up when it's time to get busy. And you couldn't think twice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it took some time for me to learn how to disable that switch. Took some time for me to understand how to have compassion and love and understanding and mercy and patience for people. I'm not gonna lie, I got firearms. I gotta make sure I know my head is on straight. Look at these. I seen some white man. He unalived some young Hispanic kid. The father is crying out his damn eyes to the police officer. White dude come up like it didn't even matter. Like, yeah, I messed up, man. You know, during like it was just like it didn't like that Hispanic child life didn't mean anything to him. And it was like, yeah, man, you know, it was some road rage, just a case of road rage, man. Like, nigga, road rage, a case of road rage, you unalived this innocent kid. Go ahead.
Just another Tuesday, sir.
Just another Tuesday, man. Good night. You know, unalived this Hispanic kid. That Hispanic kid life didn't mean anything to that white man. You understand what I'm saying? That white man didn't give a damn about our young brother. Right. Don't give a damn. That's why God said not to trust those people, man.
Right.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, which the white man then took the damn book out. We had the I.S.U.P.K had to put the damn book back in his own place. Right. God said not to trust your enemies, man. And then Book of Deuteronomy, God told you who your enemies were. He said, a people of tongue that you would not understand, and they will enslave you. He said they enslave you and make you serve different gods and change your identity, put a yoke of iron upon our neck, and would work you tirelessly and won't have any mercy for the young or the old. They don't give a damn. They're gonna put you against each other. They're gonna take you away from God. That's your enemy. Right. God said not to trust your enemy. That white man did that. Now it's out of pocket, man. Right. You understand? This world will destroy you. Right. You want the Lord protection. Right. Give me 1 Peter's 1:23. Yes, sir. Hey, that's some good drink right here, man. You know, if y'all know, man, I don't drink like that. But I got a 4-day weekend. And I started early today. Just so you know. You can read. Shout out to my nigga Abba, man. Let's get it. Abba be rocking with me, man. We've been rocking back since high school. And now we in the truth, man. Been in this rocking steady. I remember Bob like, I don't remember you talking to me. I remember back in the day, I remember I sent you some stuff about, I think you asked me something about the school. And because I was sharing some of the stuff on social media, you're like, yo, what you mean by that? What's the Israelite? And I started putting you on. I was like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? And then like lo and behold, back in 2018, I see you popping up. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Now we in here. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, bro. Let's read the scripture you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 23.
Yeah.
Being born again, not of corruptible seed.
Yeah. So you can't, when you go into the church, you go into a Muslim mosque, you go into these religions, trying to change your life, you're becoming a corruptible seed. You're not becoming a seed of purity, right? You are that seed that you want to go into the Muslim mosque, you want to take your shahada, and you still want to sell drugs. You still want to get high. You still want to dress like a whore, shake your ass on the internet, do OnlyFans, write unalive people, the whole nine. And all you're going to do is say, the religion is perfect, not me. That's what you're going to say. That's what you're going to settle on. And God is against that mindset. Read it one more time.
Yes, sir. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible.
Yeah. So in the Christian church, you still going to celebrate all the pagan holidays. You're going to celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa. You're going to Easter, all of that. Easter is real evil as hell. Oh my gosh. Easter is evil as hell. You still want to celebrate it. Thanksgiving is evil as hell. You still want to celebrate it. You understand? You are a corruptible seed. You understand? Keep going. You said incorruptible, right?
Yes, sir.
Meaning that this seed is raised upright. This seed understands the law, statute, commands of God. He understands the judgment. He understands the prophecies of God. They understand what it means to be an Israelite. They understand what it means that you must be a brother and a sister at all times. Understanding how you love your brother and love your sister, and also, more importantly, how you love the Most High. Keep going.
Yes, sir. But of incorruptible by the word of God, which liveth and abideth forever.
Yeah, it liveth in you. You know, like the law lives in you, and and if you keep the laws, man, it's going to abide within you forever. You want to be something different in the world. I love being different. I always love being different. I remember I used to tell women, I'm different. They're like, yeah, that's what everybody say. And definitely understood that I was just like any other nigga. But now I can really say I'm different because I don't carry myself like men do in the world. Right? I live with a purpose now. I'm here to save my people. I'm here to help my people any way I can. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to stop doing it because I understand the bigger picture. I walk a different path now. All right, let's read it one more time.
Sir. Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible.
An incorruptible seed, right? We gotta realize that the way how the world want us to live is not life. And when you go into to these religions, you're still in the world. You're not you're not necessarily going to the Most High the correct way. If I ask you, hey, you ever keep the Passover and you're a Christian, you're gonna say no, because in Christianity, there's no importance of keeping God's commandments. So everything that you learn in the Bible is supposed to be for your learning. It's supposed to be for your upbringing. It's supposed to be for your foundation. It's supposed to be for your empowerment. That's what it's supposed to be, right? I remember back in the day, get high, sell drugs, you know what I mean, have sex with women, you know what I mean, commit all types of crimes and all that. That was cool, right? And I still consider myself a Christian or a Muslim, whenever I was that day. You get what I'm saying? And like I felt as though that was cool. I was like, no, this is cool. Like I'm good. God knows my heart. That was foolishness unto the Lord. You get what I'm saying? I was like, I didn't take my shahada and then change for the better according to God. I only got worse because now I'm solidifying more of myself into this religion, right? But when it comes down to serving the Lord, you want to be understanding of the commandments of God,
Right.
because that's how you please the Most High. Right. Like when you know that you can't go have sex with a white woman, that pleases the Most High. Because now you sitting there, you like, man, I'm never going to get with this white woman. You know, you a sister. I'm never going to get with a white man. You know, you stay within your nation, the 12 tribes of Israel. You stay within us.
Right.
I remember I seen a post earlier today. The brother was like, I don't give a damn what our woman put us through. I'm never going to drive myself to go get another nation's woman. That's love. You know what I mean? That's the power of the Most High. Most High respects when a man chooses to deal with his own the women of his own nation rather than picking a white woman.
Right.
You know, most black men, Hispanic men, Native American men, they say, oh man, I'd rather deal with a white woman because she's more easygoing. I like, well, yeah, I mean, she ain't never had to have bullet holes come through, you know, bullets had to come through her window. You know, she never had to understand the oppression that we had to go through. Shit, I guess she would be a little bit more tender-footed. But you want to know what happened? Majority of the times, those white women showed on black men their true colors, and that black man is in hell in that relationship.
Well,
Not many times we done seen on the internet where one of our people is in an interracial relationship and they call him a nigger, beating the hell out of him. I seen the one sister, she was dealing with the white dude. She was literally, she was with him. Yeah, you know, I got a white man. He do good by me. You know what she wound up exposing? That she pays all the bills and he does nothing but sit home like a lazy bum. That's all he do. He sits home and do nothing. She pays all the bills. He disrespects her, call all types of monkeys and niggas and all of that when he gets mad, when he don't get his way, and he beat the hell out of her. One sister, I remember she was downplaying black men. I'm saying she was disrespecting us. Lo and behold, you want to know what the next post was I bought? I got to take a drink for this one. Her eyes looked like she was fighting Tyson. Yeah. I wish I can show y'all the video. She's like, yeah, my husband beat me up. It looked like she was fighting Mike Tyson. It looked like Mike Tyson got in the ring with her and beat her all around the damn ring. But you know, again, she said that black men are trash and white men are better. Yeah, I guess. I guess, brother. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. Matter of fact, give me Romans. Yeah, go ahead.
Precept for the precept you just pulled in 1 Peter 1:23.
1:23.
I got precept for that.
Go ahead, you got it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 18.
You gotta share the screen so everybody.
Yes, sir. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Yeah, we're right. That's true. Like when it comes down to yo, go check out that door. When it comes down, make sure ain't no tow truck or anybody tripping or none of that. But when it comes down to the Bible, the Most High is gonna show you how to be a good seed, how to be the good fruit, right? And you can't take it beside yourself and to think that you can. All right, I don't want to listen to what the Most High say. I'm going to do what I want to do and think that you're going to be considered good. It don't work that way. Everything good? All right. You know what I mean? It don't work that way. You know, the scriptures say a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. That's why here in I.S.U.P.K, we make it our business to produce good fruit here. We make it our business to make this a safe place for every Black, Hispanic, Native American in our, you know, in the world. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a Haitian, you're a Dominican. And here, y'all can love one another. We not going to hate neither. We don't hate each other in here. We love each other in here because that's what Christ came to set in place in Israel. He wanted us to love one another. Before Christ, the tribes was tribal wars and frustration. It was real gay. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, we supposed to be brothers. Nigga, why are you so prideful about your tribe? Oh, I'm a Judite and I'm a this and I'm a that and I'm, you did this, you did that. Nigga, we supposed to be family. You get what I'm saying, Abad?
Yes, sir.
Like, when you can't be a brother to your brother, that's very gay.
Right.
Somewhere in there is gayness because we supposed to be men. We supposed to be men of the Lord. And if you can't get right with your brother, somebody got a homosexual spirit in them. I'm just calling it what it is. I could be wrong. But if you understand this Bible and you supposed to understand about what it means to love your brother and loving your sister and loving the Most High, it's supposed to be an action. And if you can't display that action to your brother, can't display that action to your sister, man, something wrong with you. And I'm gonna just put it out there. I think you're gay.
Right.
All right. Romans 6 and 4, please.
Romans 6 and 4.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can read it when you have.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
We are buried into baptism unto death. Meaning, I know a lot of people out there, you think of baptism, you supposed to, it's law that you must get in the water and baptize yourself. That is not what the Bible is referring to when it says you must be baptized.
Right.
Being baptized means that you must be taught.
Right.
That's what it means. Like when they did the baptisms, originally the baptism was supposed to signify you changing your life. You not being the old person, leaving the old person in the water, all the nasty things that you did, we're going to just let that go down the stream and you're going to be a new person. Christ showed that he respected what John the Baptist was doing. He got baptized, right? But it wasn't, Christ spoke against it. He's like, you don't need to do the water baptisms. Right. But his disciples didn't get it until later. They was like, damn, I see what Christ was talking about. Christ was saying that the word of God is the baptism. Remember, John the Baptist said, the one that come after me is going to baptize you with fire. Right. We're not putting people in the fire. The truth is the fire. Right. The truth is, if you don't stop being a sinner, you're going to catch HIV. Brother, sister, you are very liberal with your body. You're going to catch something if you don't stop. That's the fire, right? Correcting people when it's time. Like, we don't, like, here in I.S.U.P.K, we speak against Islam on a regular basis. Right. Do you think that we care about how people feel? How people want to react when it comes to us bringing out the truth about Muhammad being a pedophile? You think we really give a damn? We don't. We don't give a damn how you feel about it. We're going to give you the information and we're going to tell you what it is. And you're going to do what you want to do with that information. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, me and Abad don't give a damn. Muhammad was a pedophile. Right. Married a 9-year-old girl. He seen her when she was 6 years old and said, look at that little piece of thing right there. I want that. That's what Muhammad said. But y'all want us to respect Muhammad? Right. We're going to teach with the fire. Baptism is you being clean by learning how to keep the commandments of God, learning how to strengthen yourself. Right. You understand? Keeping the commandments is a part of baptism. Right. You understand? You keeping the law, understanding what the law is. Right. That's baptism, teaching. Not with the world tell you, oh, baptism, you got to get dunked in the water. No. You got to come in a homosexual and leave out a man. Wow. they say, oh, well, come as you are. Yeah, come as you are, but you can't continue to keep leaving out who you are because you must be born again. Keep reading.
That like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father,
Mm-hmm.
even so we also shall walk in newness of life.
We all got to walk in newness of life. Man. Give me Mark 16 and 16. We all got to walk in newness of life. Got to let go of the old you. All that trauma, all that pain, all that suffering, let that learn how to put that in the past and understand that you're no longer that individual no more. You are a new creature on the face of the earth. I'm not who people used to know me as. You understand? You know how many times people come up to me like, yo, what's up, man? I be seeing you, what you be on, man. Rocks what you be saying. I'm talking about Muslims. I'm talking about Muslims that hear what I say and they be like, yo, bro, I rock what you be saying. Boom, boom. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? When you serve the Lord, your enemies will be at peace with you. Them people, they love Allah. Them people love white Jesus. And I speak out against their gods. I speak out against their prophets and they get upset. But they know that what I'm saying is the truth. And they can't defeat it. They can try to debate it about. I wish they do, so I can battle. Nobody want to battle because they understand what I'm saying is the truth. All right, read Mark 16 and 16.
This is the book of Mark, to the 16 and verse 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
Say it one more time.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
Say it one more time.
He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
He that believeth and what?
And is baptized.
And is what?
Baptized.
He that believeth and is baptized, meaning that they've been taught, meaning that they understand the truth of God. You understand? When we go out and teach, we're baptizing the people. You understand? When we doing these classes, this is a baptism. You're learning. Right. I'm teaching. That's what a baptism is. When it comes down to the Bible, man, it's always been about learning. It always been about sharpening your sword. Right? You should understand, hey man, the Bible, God is against this, God is against that. You know, God wants us to do this, God wants us to do that. It should be it should be imprinted in your brain, in your inward parts. Right. But because of religion, because of the white man, a whole bunch of things that come before us, we don't really understand it like that as we should. Keep going.
Yes, sir. But he that believeth not shall be damned.
He that believeth not, you don't believe what the Most High teaches. You don't understand, like you don't be trying to really grasp onto what the Most High wants you to understand. Man, you know, you don't believe in the Most High, you're gonna be damned. You know, you're gonna end up at family court, brother. You're gonna be at family court, mad at the world. Really, you gonna have to be bad at yourself. I had somebody tell me today that they get mad at God. I'm like, yo, I can tell you right now, you cause a lot of the things that goes on in your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just be honest. But I let it, you know, I let it slide. But yo, this world ain't for us. Right. Just tell you straight up, it's like the world ain't for us. Right. You know what I mean? The Most High want us to be a good seed. He want us to. Right. He don't want us to be damned. Right. He want us to be able to prosper. He want to see our kids growing up, keeping the commandments and keeping it going. Right. So now let me get Matthew 19 and 17.
Yes, sir.
You can read as soon as you have it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19
Mm-hmm.
and verse 17.
Right.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
Wow, what?
Why callest thou me good?
Why call me good, man? Why you call me good? Keep going.
There is none good but one.
But what?
There is none good but one.
One. You know what I mean? Like Christ, you see, in religion, people would try to say something like this. We're like, no, man, you know, God is the only one. Muhammad is the only perfect one. You know, God knows my heart, and Allah knows, you know, Allah knows best, and all that nonsense. Right? Read it one more time.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
Now, you got people in religion, they be like, yeah, man, they hit you with the whole shuffle. Yeah, man, the religion is perfect, not me, all that. Christ kept the commandments of God.
Wow.
Christ was just humble. Christ understood that,
Wow.
man, the Most High is good.
Wow.
And that's a way of being humble faced, where you don't want to seem like you're too big for your britches. You know, a lot of people like to get compliments, and people like to. It gets. There's nothing wrong with a person receiving a compliment. There's nothing wrong with giving a compliment. It's about the spirit that you in after you get those compliments. You get what I'm saying? Like, is it going to get to your head? And Christ, you know, everybody kind of knew that Christ was keeping the commandments of God. And, you know, he said, man, why call me good, man? Like, the Most High is good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I ain't, like, basically, sorry for the language, I ain't shit. But the Most High,
Right.
that's the one that's good. And that's how we supposed to be, man. We supposed to be spirited like that. You get what I'm saying? And when it comes down to just serving the Lord, again, like a lot of you brothers out there, you gotta learn how to be solution-based individuals, understanding the bigger picture.
Right.
You learn all that in the Bible. That's some game for you. Straight up like that. Like understanding the bigger picture when you're in a relationship with a woman.
Right.
Or anything, just period in life. Once I started being more solution based,
Right.
I don't really sit around and look for answers and have a million one questions for myself. I just go and get it done.
Right.
Hey, I need to know what this is about. Let me go ask questions. Let me go do this. Let me do that because I want to be on point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's keep reading Mark 16 and 16.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, it was 19 and 17, Matthew. My fault.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep.
So what?
But if thou wilt enter into life,
Uh-huh.
keep the commandments.
Give me Baruch 4:1. You know what I want. Man, you wanna have life, keep God's commandments. That's what you should understand. You being born again. Hey, listen, you better learn. Better learn those commandments. Understand why we need to keep them commandments and do it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of the commandment of God
Uh-huh.
and the law that endureth forever.
The law that what?
And the law that endureth forever.
You know, this law was around when Adam and Eve was alive.
Wow.
The law always been here. I'll give you a prime example. On record, we see the law being written down by Moses. But before then, it was always like orally passed down. You know what I mean? Like it was like word of mouth, like, hey, this is what we is, right?
Right.
And of course, we wrote down everything. Of course, it's not like we didn't have certain scrolls and things like that for us to be able to write these things down. But um, Moses was the one that had to set up the power structure in Israel. But Adam always knew the laws of God. Even Eve, they descendants knew. Who was it? Joshua. I think it was Joshua was in Egypt. Joseph. Yeah, Joseph was in Egypt. Egypt, and this man that Joseph was working for, he his wife wanted to have sex with him, and he told her, "I can't sin against the Most High and have sex with you." Or I think he said, "If it wasn't the Most High, I can't sin against your husband." Right? That's a sin. Well, how would he know that was a sin? You know what I mean? Like the law always here. You know what I mean? The commandments always been here. Let's keep reading.
Yes, sir. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
And that's how Moses. That's how Adam came to life. And if you change your life, you will come to life too, right? You'll come to life. You'll see things in a better perspective, right? If you be born again, not carrying on the old baggage, the old luggage, the old you. You gotta let that be in the past.
Right.
You gotta get to counseling. You gotta come to class, right? You gotta shed yourself of who you are. Keep going.
But such as leave it shall die.
Shall die. Like when people go, let's say, I give you a prime example. I remember this, my little sister, baby's father. I tried to help him get on his feet, right? Because he was homeless. None of his friends had a place for him to stay, right? Whatever. I helped him find a place, help put down some money for him so he can move in. Boom. Moved him in. So I'm like, all right, cool. I told him, hey man, don't be having all these niggas over here and all that. Listen, you need to worry about yourself. You know what I mean? Like, worry about you, man. Like, worry about taking care of your kids and stuff like that. Yeah, that nigga in jail now. Nigga court, I think 2 bodies, 3 bodies. Yeah. Try to tell him not to go that route. Right? When you got the breath of life, you will hear what I'm trying to tell you, and you will take the advice. Bro didn't want to take the advice. So now he's facing all types of years in prison. That's how these things go though. You get what I'm saying? Give me John 1, 1 John 5 and 13. We about to end the class soon, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in too. For sure. You can read it when you have it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't share it.
5 and 3. 1 John 5 and 3.
Oh, 5 and 3. Come on.
Yep.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
That we what?
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments, man. Like that's what the Most High want us to do. He want us to keep his commandments. You get what I'm saying? If we say we love God, if you want to be a so-called born again individual, you better love God by your deeds, meaning keeping the commandments of God. You're gonna have to come before the priest and learn how to serve the Most High correctly, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you got priests that you can come to here in I.S.U.P.K. because at one point in time, you couldn't go to nobody. The I.S.U.P.K. wasn't around. You know what I mean? Like the Lord took away, he was so angry with us, man. He gave us back the truth after 300 years. You know what I mean? Like for 400 years, he took that knowledge away from us. We ain't know what the hell he was. Some of us did, but a lot of us didn't. And now, from 1969 up to now, you had that truth being out, being broadcast. You know, we everywhere now. You can say whatever you want. I didn't see people get mad on Instagram and bring it to Facebook when it came to us. Man, I can't believe y'all Muslims is arguing with them Israelites. Of course, you know who started it. It was me. You know what I mean? But you know, is you listen. I'm gonna start the fire. I'm gonna add the flame in the gasoline. All right, I don't care. If you know me, I don't care. Okay, but it's my job. It is my job and my brother's job to teach the truth.
Right.
Right. I want to go. Give me First Peter 2:1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I'm going. I done got some nice Jones now. I'm hitting them with the good Jones. You can read them when you got it.
Sir. This is the book of First Peter, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Wherefore, laying aside all malice.
Laying what?
Laying aside all malice.
You gotta leave all that malice, all that anger. You understand? All that violence, man. You gotta leave it alone. Keep going.
And all guile.
Oh God. Keep going.
And hypocrisies.
Hypocrisies. Come on now. A lot of us is full of hypocrisies. We gotta put that in the past. Keep going.
And envies.
And envy, jealousy. So many of us, we jealous over the next person gains, whatever the hell that person got, and we ready to unalive that brother or that sister. You understand? We would hate that family member for whatever reason, for just because we envy them. We gotta let all those things go. Keep going.
And all evil speaking.
And all evil speakings. Watch what you saying out your damn mouth. You need to learn what you say out your mouth matters. You should watch your mouth. You understand? You should watch how you come across to people. You should watch the orders that you give to people, because you don't want to say something to somebody and cause a whole shit show. Keep going.
Verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk.
Desire the sincere milk. Again, being of that good seed, being of that desirable milk, you know what I mean? That sincere milk of the word. Meaning what? Man, you want to be a brother, you want to be a sister, man, that's full of the truth. Because from a baby, you filled yourself up with the truth. Now, you got Israelites out here that don't want to drink the sincere milk of the word of the Most High, and they do it the wrong way. And they find out later that they should have just came to the I.S.U.P.K. Give you a person that should have did it. Gorilla Hebrew. He would have got that demon off him if he came in here. He wouldn't get no phone. We wouldn't be getting no Facebook messages about him getting anally penetrated with a dildo. You know, Gorilla Hebrew was a leader of a Israelite camp, right, or school, whatever you want to call it, group. And come to find out, he like getting his anal cavity played with by his woman. That's not what a priest supposed to do.
Right.
It's not what a priest supposed to do. There ain't no man in Israel supposed to be doing that.
Right.
You understand? But this is what he desired, because he is not of this stock. He is not. You can't grow good fruit from a corruptible tree.
Right.
Can you read?
Yes, sir. As newborn babes, desiring the sincere milk of the word,
Right.
that ye may grow thereby.
Yeah, that you want to grow. You want to grow significantly. You want to be a person that when people talk to you, they see the righteousness coming from outside. They look at you like, man, it's an individual that is different. You know, like it's always good. I always talk about this. You want to be that person that at the work people feel comfortable talking to you. And I always tell sisters that, hey, be a sister, represent the Most High,
Right.
so that those sisters that's going through it at your job, they'll come to you. They'll come to you and feel secure with you. And so many women have said that this happens. Like women, they're like, I don't know, it's just I feel like I'm safe with you. Yeah, because this sister carries the spirit of the Lord with her.
Right.
You understand? So I think that's all I'm gonna get into tonight. Is about that time for me to hit on out of here. I thank y'all for tuning in. I mean, shout out to Officer Bob rocking it with me tonight. I know I didn't touch on the Thanksgiving thing so deep. I'm gonna speak on it real quickly. You better not celebrate no damn Thanksgiving. Like, nigga, it's 2025. What the hell is you doing? You gonna go celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow? Oh, because all your family is gonna be there, and is when the family come together. This is what you need to do. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, or just ask yourself, would you want somebody to celebrate the slaughter of your mother and your father, the rape and pillage of the the adolescents, the babies of your family?
Right.
Imagine this family just celebrates every year, and then they get into power, and then they make it into a national holiday. Would you celebrate that holiday? Now remember, we've seen the scripture that says, "Let go of the hypocrisy." God is against all these holidays. He's against you eating pork. God said that he don't even want to hear your prayer on Thanksgiving. He don't want to hear your prayers at all when it's a pagan holiday worship being celebrated. You understand? God is against all of these religions. He's against all of the pagan worship. You understand? And the Most High is against specifically Thanksgiving.
Right.
Straight up like that. If you have any integrity, you're going to say the hell with Thanksgiving the same way here in I.S.U.P.K. We've been doing since 1969. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the class. I thank y'all for tuning in. Shalom, Lord Christ, to everybody. Be safe.